Can you see what I'm doing?
It's only going to do that.
Huh?
It's only going to do your hands, not your head.
I'll back it up a little bit. Okay. Alright, so here's the new piece. This piece, $750 freaking dollars. Can you believe that, Tim?
Looks like a $300 piece.
Well, I would say it looks like a $5 piece.
Yeah.
But because it's produced by John Deere, $750 or $700 some dollars.
Give me the money.
Yeah, well, John Deere likes their money, that's for sure. And guess what? I can't get that out of there. Shoot. Go get me a couple of pickers. Bent one and a straight one, I guess. So, yeah. Go in there like so, right? Can you believe that? And this is the side that has the O-rings. Now there's a couple of O-rings over there that need to go in.
Look at there. Nothing right there.
Yeah, we got problems here. This fucking thing is stiff. We don't have another one of these over there, do we? Yeah. I've done this before. It really sucks. I don't think there is a big one like this, is there?
Nope. All there is just this big one.
Well, yeah, don't break those. Whatever you do, bring them over here. There should be 3 of them.
Yep.
Okay, so I might as well show what happened here. At some point during this tractor's operation, a piece of cast iron got broke out of there. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? You can see it? Maybe, maybe not. But right here, it's broken. So, anyways, that one broke, and both of these rings, see these grooves here? This one and this one? Both of those rings were broken. This ring here is still, this one here is still functioning, but it has a significant amount of wear. Probably because of the pieces coming out of there. So we got to figure out how we're going to get that off of there. Now, here's what I'll do. Here. I ain't going to be that easy. No, I'm going to lift it. I want you to get that under. I don't think I can. I think I'm going to have to figure something else out with those. Hold on. Let's see. Let me hook. Huh? Let me hook. I ain't gonna open wide enough then, is it? Yes, it is. Cool. We should be alright with this one though. I love these reversible shackle ones. Thanks, Carl. No, I ain't quite there yet. So, what I gotta do I have bigger ones in this? These are great big ones. It's all about having the right tools sometimes. Oh yeah. What, are you tired? Go to bed. Apparently not. No, you don't need them. Yeah, we don't need them. I don't think anyway. Yeah, watch. I'm pretty sure we should be able to just do this. It's going to take a little bit of steadiness, but whoa. You got ahead of me. Because I'm not where I need to be just yet. You got that under there. I don't want that under there. I wanted to just lift it off. You gotta get that out of there. You can't have that under there. No. This guy. Snap back in?
Got one side done.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is pretty simple. We're just going to do this the correct way. No, don't do that. I can't see. What I need is for the bottom to come off, you know? Now, snap wrench. Oh, wait. Okay. This is really a loose fit. I don't understand it too much, but I don't know. Quit breathing on me. I won't punch you in the head. Don't you like that? Breathing on me. Take that. Smarty pants. Alright. That's what we're going to have to do now. We're going to have to force it. Like we always used to. Will you knock it off with the yawning?
I'm sorry, I can't.
Breathe. Breathe deeper. A yawn is the lack of oxygen to your brain. If you didn't know that. Oh, God. Did you know that?
No.
So when you have a lack of oxygen, what does your body do? It says, hey, you know what? You need to take a deep breath because you're starving your brain. Hiccups are the first signs of indigestion. There it is. We're in. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, Tim, bring the camera in a little closer. Kind of a weird thing, but anyway. So, every one of those rings was broke. I don't need that, do I? I have a knife that I cut into this thing for cutting baling twine off of things. You can show that. It's broke. Broken. And they weren't broken. They were not broken.
Wow, that brittle.
Oh, they're brittle. They're brittle, but it wasn't broken in the disassembly. They were broken, they were gone. I actually found pieces of those rings in the back of that transmission, all the way in the back.
Really?
Yeah, I made it all the way to the back.
Yeah, I snapped this and broke into 3 pieces.
Yeah, junk. Well, it's just, they're brittle, they're hard. Don't, will you stop it? For God's sakes, man. What are you, 4? You 4? Kid's 4 years old, swear to God. So, you have to be very, very careful as to what you do with these things. And if you know anything about piston rings, they're kind of the same. The only difference between these rings and piston rings is they've got this latching system, and you latch them, see? And then they stay together.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So,
oh, look at that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which end is up with these. They're you know, they're non-directional.
That's crazy.
Like piston rings anymore are directional.
That is absolutely.
Please don't touch it. You've already broke how many of them?
1 into like 4 pieces, 5 pieces.
Yeah. Alright, so get all 3 of them on there. And it's very critical that you do this correctly. So you got to kind of hold it at the bottom and bring the ring over top of itself. And then latch it. And it's very difficult sometimes to do what you want to do, but there. Oh, it's got my glove, the little prick. So you definitely have to. Takes a knack, I guess. There it is. Compressing them is okay. If you spread them, they will what? Break. Actually, if you spring them sometimes, the little pricks will break.
Oh, it came out again.
I know it did. I'm going to try and do this. Got it. A little help from my friends. Now,
Friend? I ain't your friend, I'm your son.
I still consider you my friend. I love you like a son, but I still consider you my friend. So anyways, you're supposed to do this, you can do these opposing. Because they latch, there's still going to be a tendency for that oil to want to go through there. But it's not as important as it is on a piston ring, even though this is technically kind of a piston. But there it is. So that's that. Now, for the fun part, over here. This thing, actually, in order to do this correctly, you want to do it this way. You do not want to do it the other way. So this goes like so. Oh, God. You do it this way to put the tractor back together for what reason? Well, I'm going to tell you. You are not going to compress those rings inside that transmission. So you have to put this thing, you have to put it on here and then slide the whole entire thing in from there. You can access this through these holes where the aluminum, through these holes here that are behind the motor mount.
You mean,
or the cab mount. So that's how you can access them. So it's better to do it this way. You can do it the other way, but you're going to be fighting it, and nobody wants to fight these things. There it is, and that's that. So
it just rides up against that flywheel.
Huh?
It just rides up against that flywheel.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's all. Bada bing, bada boom. And this here's like that. And that runs on there. So this is your outer. This is one input.
And the other 2 are on the inside.
Mm-hmm. This actually runs at PTO. So this is the power takeoff. And the other 2. So there's a high and a low in here. That's all this is. And then it's different combinations in the back that give you the extra, the other speeds. But this only runs at power takeoff because, yeah, that's it right there. The power takeoff and the charge pump. Now the stupid thing is if these fall out. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually put a dab of grease down in there. If we've got some. Assembly lube will work. Put a dab of grease in there and that will actually act like glue. Now watch. Do not, I repeat,
put too much in.
now, don't put it on the shaft because what will happen, you want it to actually create a vacuum, right? So if you put it on, if you fill it up and then go to press it in, you're just going to create pressure and you'll never get it in there all the way. So, and these are directional, by the way. They're dowel pins. Probably could. You got to have it so it runs the air out of it. So when you turn it upside down, that shouldn't do that actually. Oh, we ain't far enough in. That's all. We need a little bit more. So let's try that again. A little grease goes a long way, you know. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I'm actually not liking this grease. Still not enough. It's going to take a lot more than I thought. There's a hole down there somewhere. Okay. Is there a hole?
Oh.
Yeah, it's coming out. Alright, so we got another issue we have to deal with. Got a couple of O-rings that we need to put in. 2 little ones. You remember? Alright.
Oh, yeah, there's holes.
Huh?
Yeah, they come out to the other side.
There's little holes in there?
Yeah, it goes up in the whole thing.
No. Those holes, yes.
Yeah, they go out through in here. Then
But the dowel pins have holes in them?
Yeah.
Huh, I didn't think they should. Alright, where's those O-rings? There should be 2 little O-rings.
No, I bring them over here.
You did?